Mondays will never be the same. You know why? Because today we're doing an interview with ... Have you been checking out the chats? I think some people in the chat figured it out. It is the one, the only, Mr. Patrick from HCWV.
Greetings, beautiful ones.
Hello. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I want to say, I know you're not Canadian, but happy Family Day. Thanks for being part of my YouTube family.
Oh, thank you for letting me be part of the family. Thank you for being part of ours.
No problem. And your family, my family, familia number uno.
Your casa, my casa.
You know what I tell my guests when we start our show? Beautiful people, share the love with people that are coming in. Don't forget, ring the doorbell. Patrick likes to listen. Ding, 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 ding. Likes to listen on how many thumbs up you got.
That's right.
Look at that. Even Dawn left a message. She'll be back later. Thank you, Dawn. Hey, Tim. Tim's in the house. Danny's in the house.
You have a lot of people.
Lily's in the house. Michael Ann. Wow, everybody was waiting. Oh, look at that. I got watching people with some love. Sandra's in the house. Miss Meg's in the house. Wow, we got Chris. Who else do we have in here? Who did I miss? Look at that. Tonight's special guest. Thank you, Meg. T9 and counting. Sorry, I had to take two. Had to make a tea. So, Patrick.
Yes.
Welcome to the show. Did you have a great weekend?
Yes, I had a very nice weekend. Catching up on some sleep, which is always a good thing. And working on my month. That's always a fun thing as well.
I'm sorry. Did you say your muff?
My month, yes. I am hosting Women in Horror Month on my channel in March. So I am looking for actresses, actors, actresses, producers, directors, writers who do horror movies, and that's going to be the theme for the month is Women in Horror Month. And it's hard. It's the hardest month for me to book the show.
Perfect. Patrick, are you able to rotate your phone so I can see all of your beautiful face? Are you able to?
No, this is about all I can get.
Okay, look at that. I'm going to switch you around with me. Look at this. Beautiful people, you know you want to see him. He's a sexy man of late night, I can't help it.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I just named you that. That's your official name.
I sort of look like the Unabomber. Holy crow.
I don't know. We didn't see him. Get it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, look at that. We got some love dropping. Look at that. Meg's dropping. 3 minutes, everybody drop some house for the host. See? Look at that. They knew it before I even said it. See, look at that.
I love the green hearts.
Yeah.
I love the green hearts.
This is all about love show. So, Patrick, tell me. Wait a minute. How about if I do it this way? Oh, look at that. Almost.
Yeah. Hey, now I feel like I'm interviewing you now because this is generally how
that's what I'm going to do. There you go. Okay, people, if I'm too close.
I was reaching down to get ready. I was like, oh, okay.
So, Patrick, we're going to start with one simple. Introduce yourself. What your channel is about. Let's just start with that.
Okay. So, my name is Patrick. Patrick Michael. My channel is called HCWV. The older folks who are like me, older, that title might sound familiar, and it comes from Have Gun Will Travel. Paladin is the cheetah's name, and that is the name of the character in Have Gun Will Travel, which is played by Richard Boone. So my channel is a film review interview channel. So I review films and I interview people from all over the world.
So do you see, I think you're young, so you see old people. So in my head you're young, so you're probably what was your first movie at the movies? Do you remember that?
Yes. Yeah, I do. The very first movie I ever saw at the drive-in was a World War I movie called The Blue Max with George Papard.
Nice. How do you remember all these actors and directors' name? I don't know how you do it.
Well, it all depends on who, obviously, I what I try to do is, like, I get asked that a lot. It's probably the number one question I get asked as far as the channel goes is how do I get them? And I tell them, I'm honest with you, for every 100 times I ask someone to come onto the show, I get shot out of the saddle about 97 times.
Oh,
But you got to keep going. You just,
yeah,
um, now that my channel's finally starting to grow and now it's over 1,000, now it's starting to get a little bit more reception. A lot of people are
yeah,
listen to me just a little bit more. But what I do is if there's 20 people at a movie, everybody wants to interview the top stars. Everybody wants to go get the Brad Pitts or the or what have you. But the secret is you go down to the one guy who only had like 2 lines in the movie, and you go get him because he'll say
yeah. Because
yeah.
he tells you probably juicy stories and stuff, right?
Well, you know what though, a lot of them are really, because see, that came from my other life, my other career that I had in California, and that was, I was in music for 10 years, and one of the cool things about, for me, and the reason I had a good career doing that was because I could pick out the bands that were going to pop.
Yeah,
So you always go for the ones that aren't signed, and then you hear them. Then you bring them into your room and you have them play, and then when they leave, then they become famous. And then but you get known for that.
yeah,
So that sounds like a really sort of egotistical thing to say, but I try to get the actors that are on the way up, not so much the established ones. I like interviewing the ones that are just getting started,
yeah.
because when they break, people will remember that they saw them with me first, and that's really fun for me.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, Patrick, I've always wanted to ask you this. Where did you find your wonderful paladin? Your big cheetah.
So Paladin, um, okay, so we have to go back a little bit for the Paladin. I was married to Lorianne. Now, she was my wife. I moved out here from California to Michigan to be with her, and I came out here in '99, and I got married. Me and Lori got married in 2004. She got sick in 2011, 2010 actually, and so she had a uterine cancer that was misdiagnosed.
I'm so sorry.
So we had 2 cats. We had moved into our house, the house we're in now, and she got sick. And then within a space of 4 months, my wife died, her cat died, and my cat died.
Oh my gosh.
That was my family.
Jeez.
That was my family.
Oh, that hurts my heart.
So everything that I had known was gone in 4 months. So the house was really quiet, dangerously quiet, dangerously
Oh,
quiet.
yeah.
So I went down to get another cat, and I went down to a shelter, a no-kill shelter, who had taken on a hoarding situation. So they had 88 cats that they were trying to save, and Paladin was an exotic, so he had his own cage. He was not he's not a domestic cat. Um,
Gotcha.
so he had his own cage set off to the side, and they're basically giving away cats. They were going, like, if you want to adopt a cat for free, now would be the time. And they had him by himself, and they said, well, if you really want him, you're gonna have to, he can't be around other cats, and he's very good at getting outside. So, but I thought we could handle it. So I took him. And so yeah, I've said this many times that he's no so much me saving him as he saved me.
So you told him you got to stay in the house with me. And he says, I see that I have to stay in the house with you. So it's
Yeah,
just mutual.
it's just us two, just us
Oh,
two.
yeah. If you guys haven't checked out Patrick, he's got the cutest shorts of Paladin trying to wake him up, trying to attack his feet.
Yeah.
New treat. He's like, new treat. That doesn't impress me much.
No, no, that was funny.
Yeah.
I was like, I got in some one of our friends from the library. She's always giving me treats to give to him. So this was a new one. So I said, okay, because I seen it. They open up the tag and they put the little treat out, and the cat stands there and he eats it. I go ahead and I give it to Paladin, and he's just he's rubbing up against it. He's not trying to eat it. He's just rubbing up against it, and I was
It's
just
like
like,
I need to put my scent on my new food first. It's
I,
very
I had
important.
I had no idea what he was thinking about. I'm like, it's food, but what I did was I walked downstairs and I gave it to him in his dish, and he ate it.
Yeah, this is it. So I have Paul here, PSVW Odyssey, asking, "Are you headquartered at the Carlton Inn, San Francisco?
Am I where?
Where are you located right now?"
Oh, I'm located in southeastern Michigan. I'm about 17 miles north of Ann Arbor.
So you're my neighbor. What are you talking about? I just have to cross the border and go see you.
Are you in Windsor?
I'm just west of Toronto.
Oh, Toronto. Oh, Toronto's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Toronto's really cool.
It's cold. It's not cool.
Uh, Hi,
I have
Kevin.
some cool places to visit, though. I agree. Are you
There's a
are you a sports fan?
Yes, big time sports fan.
Hockey,
Uh, uh,
baseball, football?
I got this hat from my friend Catfish. He gave me this hat. But I'm actually a Canadians fan. Um, and football, I like the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Did you say
Um,
les Canadiens de Montréal?
yes,
Oh
yeah.
mon
The
Dieu!
Canadians yes. Guy Lafleur was and yeah, Patrick Waugh.
Yeah.
I,
I was so
I
sad for Patrick Roy left.
Carey Price. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
Carey got banged up though,
Yeah.
but he was a great goalie. I see Kevin's there. I want to say hi to Kevin. How are you, sir? Um,
Hi, Kevin.
yes. Let's see who else. And I like college football. That's my favorite sport. And I follow a college out in California where I lived at, where I worked at, San Jose State University. Nobody ever knows about it.
Well, a lot of college seats very big in the U.S. compared to
Oh, I see the question now. Let me go back and answer one of the question because I think I missed that.
There's one is, do you play an instrument? Are you a musician?
No, I don't. It's funny is I don't play music. I don't play an instrument. Um, but I could tell you good bands. I could tell you a good singer. I could tell you a good bass player,
Okay.
guitar, drummer.
Favorite 5 bands? Go.
Favorite 5 bands. That would be Everclear. That would be Nine Inch Nails.
Oh, yes.
That would be Barbara Manning. That would be Penelope Houston, and that would be Save Ferris.
Don't know the last one. See? Stuff we got to check out now.
Oh,
I always ask that to people because you never know. I was like, because I'm all over the place. I've listened from the 50s till today. So I'm pretty eclectic in my music. My mom is like, when I discovered Ministry, my mom's like, I can't take it no more. I just can't take it no more. She's
my
like,
God.
yesterday she was Frank Sinatra. Today she's Ministry. I just can't take it because my mom never knew what was going to come out of my
I was
life.
really fortunate. I did one of those side bands they had. They always had a bunch of side projects around the mothership. So I did book Pigface.
Nice.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that was really fun. They're a great band too. So I think there's like 2 or 3 members of Ministry plus some of their friends, and they did a side project. It wasn't as heavy as Ministry, but it was still very, really fun.
My people are saying, so sad, Patrick. Sorry to hear. See, everybody's trying to discover my friend Patrick here. Thank you for joining all the people that just came in. Troy, Johnny, Naj, Paul, Kevin. Who else do we have in the chat? My chat is just jumping. Every time I push it, it just jumps. You people are dropping so many stuff. I was like, if you want me to pay attention to the questions, please put QQQ or put my Call Me V at Call Me V so I can see it pop up a little bit more. And beautiful people in the chat who are mods, please drop your links because without you, this channel is not as good. Just say. So, have you ever played sports in high school?
Yes, I played football.
Oh, there you go. Oh, my friend Naj is like, yes, Ministry. If
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
know, when I went to Miami on my cruise, Patrick, I met up with Naj and her husband Juan. And on Instagram, we did the beautiful people.
Oh, nice.
So Naj is like, I said, I have to do collabs for my Instagram as well. So, Oh, we got somebody new in the house. Nice to meet you. HCWV, baseball card collector.
Yes,
Crush it.
he's a really nice person. He does a lot of really cool baseball card pack. He does collections, collecting baseball cards. His videos are really fun.
Wicked. Welcome to the show. Don't know your first name, so I'm just going to call you CV until you correct me. Najuma's in the house. Hello, Najuma. Okay, let's see if I have a question jumping at me right now. Oh, yeah, and I forgot to say hi to Michelle. Question, Patrick. Since you're in Michigan, are you going to M23?
Sorry, what?
Are you going to M23? It's the Michigan Meetup 23.
I don't know. I had the best of intentions for things like that, but a lot of times when it gets closer, I don't.
Okay. If you go, I'll go. How about that?
All right.
Deal?
Yeah,
that's pick you up. I'll pick you up.
Pick me up, and then I'll go with you.
Okay.
I'll have to find a zookeeper for the cheetah, but we can make that happen.
Okay. Make sure you leave him a lot of tuna and a lot of snacks.
That's right. And the cheetah too.
Yeah. Does he eat Cheetos? Does cheetah eat Cheetos?
Oh, PSV. Oh, PSV Odyssey. Oh, you're just breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart. That is somebody we never talk about.
Brandon?
We never know. Fitz Hill. We never talk about Fitz Hill. Because he was the worst. He was our worst coach ever in our program's history. He almost killed our program for San Jose State. Oh yeah, Fitz. Oh.
So I have a question from Miss Danny. She's our super supporter. So don't call her anything else. She's not super. What made you start your channel, Patrick?
Because I first started a blog. I started a blog so I could write about what we were going through because that was my way of coping. So I had it, from their various sites. I had it on Facebook. I had it on a Blogger, and then I moved it to WordPress. So after everything was over and done with, I was trying to figure out what to do. And so I started writing my blog, and I started doing my reviews there. I actually started my interview series there as well. 8 Questions With, that's where it started from. It started from on my blog. And I have 131 interviews from there, plus the 240 I have on my channel. And then someone said you should try to YouTube. So I went in and I was just a supporter at first. And then I got a phone and I said, okay, I think I can do this. And then I had a lot of help from Hobbs Horror.
Yes.
He helped me out a lot. Horrific Night Nurse JM, he helped me out a lot. And as far as getting in front of the camera, my good friend Vasman, Horror Lives Matter, he had terrible anxiety, and he went on and he did a live, and he was saying how utterly petrified he was, but he did it. So I said, well, if he could do it, I can do it. So that's what I did. So it's just an extension from my blog. This YouTube channel is. So that's what I did. I just talk instead of write.
So Naj said, loved the meetup. I got to meet V, Michael, Anna, Juma, Kenny, Troy, all the wonderful people she was following on YouTube. See, Patrick.
Now
we'll score some interviews.
Now have you done a meetup yet in Canada?
Yes, I have. I've done the M22, and not M20. Yeah, M22, and I've done the Miami meetup before the cruise, the inaugural cruise for Helping Hands for Cruising that Ford Man, aka Kenneth Oakes, went. First cruise. I don't know if you've heard.
But yeah, I saw Kenny went on his first cruise.
Yeah,
that was I was really touched by the community reaching out and helping him. I was really happy to be a part of that. We all did an hour-long blog for him. That was I found out it was a shame they couldn't recover his house, but just the fact that people were willing to try and go down there.
That's what community does. We support any which way we can.
That's all
Because
you can do, right?
Kenny's a really nice person. That's what he is. He has a good sense of humor, and I know people love him to death. And
Yeah.
and he's just anything about it is though. It's because it's who he is. It's not what his condition is. It's who he is. He's
Yes.
just a really nice person, and I really appreciate the fact people don't make out anything other than that. Kenny's.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I was, you know what? I've always wanted to go on a cruise, and I was like, that was my dream since I was 16. I was like, I'm going to go on a cruise ship. My husband was like, last of the 5 to get married. So he's like, we're getting married on a cruise ship. We got to get the big wedding, the last one of the family. So I was
How,
like,
how,
oh,
how did you like going on the cruise?
I am in love with the cruise.
Did
I
you
was
get
like,
seasick?
it is beyond what I even thought it was. And I said to my
Uh-huh.
husband, we got to go back. But at first he was like, not going back. But now he's like, you know what? Now thinking of all of it and processing it all, he goes, I can see it's so you, right? So
Uh-huh.
it is my personality. I was doing lotion on the Lido at 5:55, watching the sunrise, passing marshmallows to a stranger. Maple marshmallow is so Canadian, right? Dip it in your coffee. It's delicious. So
Oh,
it's
you
pretty
guys
fun.
got good coffee up there. Did you see who walked in your room?
I got, wait a minute. I got outdoors big with Big Matt. Hi, nice to meet you. I got Anthony's in the house. Whoop, whoop.
Mm-hmm.
Hello,
That's
beautiful
right.
people. Say hi to Anthony. Give him some love. Give some love to Big Matt. You know?
Big Matt's new to my channel. He's a great guy, and of course, Ant is also new. He's one of the friendly men. He's in the chat. Ant reviews things. So,
Oh,
yeah.
this girl really has to ask. Big Matt, do you have pinchable cheeks? Because I love to pinch cheeks. I'm just sorry. I got bored during the craziness in the world, so I set out to pinch cheeks. And I must say, 2022 goal achieved of 100 people. Check.
Did you go there? What did you do? Pinch your cheek like this? Oh my
I
gosh.
pinch people's cheeks. Go check
That's
a few of my shorts. Najuma, she was upset at the cruise. She goes, you didn't pinch my cheeks. I said, because I kept the best for last, honey.
great.
She was the
Yeah.
last cheeks I
Nice.
pinched on the cruise. So she has that claim to fame.
What a recovery. On your feet, thinking fast.
Yeah, okay. We have a question from Fairy Dust. Hey, Brene. Hey, Patrick. How long have you been part of the RV community?
Actually, I didn't. I actually found out about that through Hobbs because Hobbs was a van lifer first.
Oh,
And yeah, a lot of people don't know that, but he actually has a playlist on there, over 300 videos, and I watched every single one of them, and I learned about the van life community through there. And then, like many of us have, I met Raymond, nomadic. What was he calling himself? I think he was calling himself Nomadic Rat Packer back then.
Nomadic Rat Pack. You met Troy,
Yeah.
aka Blue Eyes?
Don't know if no, it was what was Raymond? It was Raymond.
Ray. Oh, you
Yeah,
mean Cadillac Crumbs?
no. Raymond always he just comes in with
You mean Paper Bag Nomad, who's now
yeah.
changed his channel to, wait a minute,
I have to-
Nomadic.
he changes
God.
it. He changes it every 3 months.
Yeah.
I can't keep up
Stop
with it.
changing it, Ray. I can't keep up.
Yeah, I can't either. It's 3 months. I have no idea. He'll come in there and say, "Hey, it's me." I'm like, "Who's me?" And it's like, "It's me, it's Raymond." It's like,
See,
wait a minute, but
he just has to go like mine. Hi, I'm Call Me V. Hi, I'm Call Me Ray. Who are you? Call me Ray. I'm Ray. It's just
Right.
easy.
No, you can call me Ray, or you can call me Jay, or you. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And then I started watching the videos. I started watching Marshall's videos, and then Tim's videos, and then Greg's videos. It's been really interesting. I love watching how they do it.
Yeah, this summer that is my goal, to put my teardrop information. Teardrop. If you check on Michael Ann Spoiled Mama, she has the first exclusive tour of my teardrop because we brought the teardrop to M22. So yeah.
Do you have is it self-contained or is it a trailer?
No, a teardrop. It's just a little thing. It's just a little thing.
How many people can fit in it? Just two?
2 people. It's a
Okay.
queen size bed.
Okay.
And I can tow it. I can push it out in a, independent woman. I can do it all.
Wow, I don't think I've seen that yet on your channel.
No,
I have to go back
no,
and look.
it's not on my channel yet. I have one or two. I have an Instagram account for it, but I haven't actively put stuff on it yet. So that
You know,
was my
once you start
original
doing it though,
goal.
once you start posting pictures on there, you're gonna get the fever.
Yep,
Fever.
that's exactly what people say. They're like, "P, you're
Mhm.
gonna have 3 channels." I was like, "Oh God." I was like, "Oh God," but you know what? If it makes me happy, doesn't matter how many numbers.
I really enjoy watching Tim Tim's because he always has a battle plan for every time he goes out. He'll bring his rig in, and
Yep,
then he configures it for the next trip where he's going to,
yep,
what he's going to need, how he's going to need. It's always different, and
yeah.
it's so neat. It's not like this. It's not static. It's not just the same. He's always looking to improve on it,
Mhm.
and I really enjoy watching his videos.
And you have to adapt. Like if it's gonna be a hot
Hmm.
camping, cold camping, and there's a lot of things to think about. So
Yeah.
Paul is giving you fair warning there, Mr. Patrick. Whether or not you like it, she still pinches them.
Oh, pinch his cheeks.
Yeah, because I met Paul in Miami. I opened the door and I just gave him a hug and I pinched him out that he could not. He didn't even see it coming. He was like, "What?"
That's so sweet.
But I must
I,
say,
I, I will I
Paul
will
has
be
pinchable cheeks.
I will be ready to have my cheeks pinched.
Well, it's not my fault. I only know beautiful people. It's just not my fault. You
That's
know?
right. The beautiful people are pinchable. Beautiful people are pinchable people.
Exactly. See, you understand me.
I I I,
Bugsby's like,
I
you mean
excuse,
Greg from Fit for Expedition? There we go.
excuse me, stewardess. I speak Canadian.
Please don't say hey, because only if you start speaking French is when you say hey. Like, on va aller manger du bacon dehors. You know?
I still remember this though. I can still do the coo, 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 coo.
Yes!
Take off,
Love
eh?
it!
Take off.
Love it! Ah.
Oh my gosh, I miss that show.
Oh my God.
I miss
Yellow?
John Candy. That was like Canada's greatest gift to the world was John
I
Candy.
agree. Bacon is never tasted the same after he passed away. I'm
Mm,
just saying.
yeah.
But I
Uh,
want to say hi to Richard Quick. He's in Windsor. Hello, my
yeah.
friend.
Hi, Richard.
Bernays can tell you the teardrop is a bed in the kitchen and it's real cute. And yes, I have my briefcase, which is the washroom, but nobody ever sees it.
I'm gonna have to see your truck. I want to see it.
I pull it with an SUV. I don't have a truck. But
Oh, no, is the teardrop like a camper?
it's a mini camper. Well, let's see. Do I have a picture
Oh,
on the computer right now?
but you don't drive it. You just pull it.
Yeah, you pull it. But once
Oh,
you
okay,
click it off,
okay.
it's so lightweight I can move it around.
Wow, that's okay. All right.
And
Um,
I have solar on it, so I don't need to plug in if I don't want to, but preferably when it's cold, you want to plug it in. But at
yeah.
M22, by the time you got in the bed and it was like -10 Celsius, you're like, I ain't going out to plug the teardrop to get some power.
Were you surprised to see how cold Michigan can get? People are always shocked when they get to Michigan. They don't really realize how cold it can really get here.
It just reminds me of camping when I was a kid in September up north, because I grew up north Ontario. So Michael Ann can tell. See, she slept in the teardrop with me. It's very cozy.
Uh, yes, I have been to Oregon. My brother lives up there. He lives in Portland. I also been to Washington State as well, to Bremerton. So
Yep.
uh, the furthest I've actually been to Florida. I went to Florida. I've been as far as east as Florida. Me and Lorianne, we went to Washington D.C. We were supposed to go to Europe.
Oh,
Uh, she was a very much a world traveler. She went all sorts of places, and
nice.
yeah, and we had a list of places we were going to go, but you know
Okay.
something. Yeah,
Do you
like
remember 2 places on that list?
yes,
Maybe two.
Paris and Rome.
I can bring you to Paris, Ontario, so we can check that one off. Is there a Rome somewhere in the U.S.? Because there's no
Actually,
Rome in
there is.
Ontario.
Actually, there is a Rome in the U.S. There's Rome, Georgia.
There we go. So we have to go to Rome, Georgia. So we can
Rome.
cross it out in a different way, and she'll still watch you from heaven and say, "He still got out."
That is a very good idea.
See, there you go. I will be your tour guide to Paris, Ontario.
Now we
I
went to
speak French,
Toronto.
so I could just start talking to you in an accent.
We also went to Toronto. We went to Toronto on vacation, and then we went to Niagara Falls. And,
what did you see in Toronto?
We saw the city.
Oh,
we got a hotel on Bloor Street, and then then every day we struck out on in a different direction.
So you never went to go see the Canadiens de Montréal play against the Leafs?
No, we went during this. We went during the off season. We went during the summer.
So you didn't go see the Blue Jays?
No, they weren't in town. They weren't in town. They were gone. So we just came in there and we just it was fun.
Oh, look at that! Michael Ann just dropped the teardrop tour. Good job, Michael Ann. This is the teardrop tour.
Okay.
So when you rewatch, if you watch the chat, she drops the link for it.
Oh, I see it. Actually, what I'll do is I'll click it now, then and go watch later.
There we go. And sub to Michael Ann. She's looking for subs. We got to get her by 500.
How did I not? I thought I was Michael Ann. I thought I was subscribed to you. I'm sorry. Let me go fix
Nick
that.
P, the world traveler we know. In Europe right now. I fly back to America. Ah.
I don't know how
I swear, just hide. Hide behind a rock. They won't find you, Nick. Just enjoy. Oh, look at that. Lillian's telling you. There's also Paris, Texas. Not too far from Georgia.
Oh, that's right. Paris, Texas.
See, there we go.
I am totally embarrassed. I am really embarrassed. I thought I was sub to you, Michael Ann.
It's all good. I'm always throwing it out. Have you come? You have to come to M23, Patrick. See? Mulbang's going to be there. See, I kind of have to pick you up. So it's an excuse for me to go. I'm going to just have to pick you up.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, Mobucks is Tim's he's a genius. So is Marshall, though. Marshall's a genius, too. I don't know how those guys do it. It's just amazing.
I remember watching Marshall's when he was starting it, and he was trying to figure out how to hide the thing. And I said, just get one of those big, twisted braided ropes or whatever. And that's what he did. And I was like, he listened to my suggestion. Because I was like, do it now. It's something, doesn't cost much. And then it gives you time to think of how else can I put, what else can I put there, So I was like, this is why I like a chat in the community. You get to elaborate, collaborate, think outside the box with people. It's pretty cool. Okay, Patrick?
Yeah.
On my interviews, I always do a hot 5 minutes. Are you ready?
Okay, hot 5 minutes.
It's going to be hot. It's going to come at you pretty fast. So.
Okay, I will be ready.
People in the chat, you know what to do. Drop a few hearts. If you like his answers, drop his answers. That is interesting. Favorite book?
Pardon me? Favorite book?
Favorite book?
The Stand by Stephen King.
Favorite magazine?
Sporting News.
Book or magazine to read for life?
Book.
Blogger or vlogger?
Blogger.
Who's your favorite blogger?
My friend Rada. She's in my tribe.
Of all your 5 senses, which one would you lose? Rather lose.
I would lose hearing because I could sign.
Gotcha. What is your favorite preferred mode of transportation? Airplane, train, automobile, walking,
Car.
sliding? I don't care.
Car.
What's your favorite car?
My car, 2006 PT Cruiser.
What color?
Named the Roger Young. Yes, the Roger Young from Starship Troopers.
What color?
Robin Eggs blue. Robin blue.
That's my mixer in the kitchen.
Yep.
I call it Robin because she's just so cute. Okay.
Yeah, I knew. Yep.
Question. Cake or pie?
Oh, cake.
Science or math?
Science.
Uh, Favorite cake?
Chocolate.
Chocolate cake it is.
Yeah.
Regular brownie or magic brownies?
Uh, regular brownies. No, no, no,
I needed to ask something retro.
no Netherlands for here. No.
Gotcha. Um, Name me your first music album.
My first music album that I bought,
Yeah.
Controversy by Prince.
Nice, nice. During summer, flip flops with no socks or with socks?
Never wear flip flops.
Sexy. Manicure, pedicure? Yes, yes.
I would say pedicure.
Pedicure, go. Uh, Something you never thought you'd say in your life and now you are saying it.
Pass.
Chicken or steak?
Steak.
Steak or seafood?
Uh, steak.
Okay. How do you like your steak?
Well done.
Woo! Nobody likes it well done. Yay, Patrick! You're on Team D.
Yeah.
Okay. Jason or Freddie?
Jason.
Jennifer Tachi versus Hobbs.
Hobbs.
Sorry, Jennifer, I tried to put you in first. VHS versus DVD.
DVD.
Blu-ray versus projector.
Well, I have to say Blu-ray because I have not been to a theater since It 2 came out.
Yeah, see there you go.
Yeah, do you go to the theater?
Yes, I do. I do drive-in.
Okay.
I do theater. I do. We have a flat screen TV. We've used it 4 times. It's an excuse to go out.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, question. Seattle versus California.
And California used to be really something, but it's really. I would not want to go back to California. I'd go to Seattle. California. It's so bad over.
So you're choosing Seattle.
Yeah, I would go to Seattle before I went back.
Florida versus New York.
New York.
Whoa. What's your guilty pleasure? Something sweet, something salty?
Something sweet.
Something soft or something crunchy?
Crunchy.
Mild or spicy?
Mild. Yeah.
Android or Apple?
What was that?
Android or Apple?
I have to go with Android. That's what I have. I don't Apple. They leave their customers up in the air.
Question: laptop or PC?
I have a desktop.
So okay. So PC desktop. Periodic table. What would be your element? Go.
What would be my element?
Yeah.
Uranium 235. 235.
Why? He gives me a number. I love it. Would you ever wear a onesie?
No onesie.
If you're going to M23, we're getting you a onesie. You're taking a picture with me. If not, you'll check my Instagram. You'll check out. Welcome to the Mistletoe.
Oh my gosh! Nobody wants to see me in a onesie. Trust me, you don't want to see that. There's certain things.
If Steve has a devil onesie, you're allowed to have a onesie.
Oh my God! Nobody wants to see that. Trust me.
Dude, run.
One thing
I'm already running. I already told the cheetah.
One thing you want people to always remember about you.
I was a good husband.
You still are.
Yes.
I just want to say to that. I'm going to correct you. You still are. Okay?
Yeah.
And question. Pie as in to eat or pie as in math? Which pie?
Oh, I'd take peach pie.
Pizza pie. Is pizza pie?
One more time. I'm sorry.
Is pizza?
You're really fast.
I told you.
Yeah, pizza.
Okay. Is quiche pie?
I would say no.
Is hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Is hamburgers a sandwich?
Yes.
What's the difference between a hot dog and a hamburger?
Because a sandwich is you have two buns, and you can see what's around the sandwich. Whereas a hot dog is you just see the hot dog. You don't see it.
It's an envelope. So then, is a
'Cause
hot
you don't-
dog
'cause you don't
then
put
a
the- you don't
taco?
want- is a taco a sandwich?
No, is taco related to a hot dog?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for taking part in my 5-minute lightning round weird questions. My husband is just cracked up in the back. He goes, here she goes with her questions again.
How many questions did your husband contribute?
I don't know. I have like 4 pages, so I don't know. I just
Nice.
Naj is dropping tacos. I'm with Naj.
Oh,
Tacos almost a sandwich, almost.
where's your favorite taco place?
At the trailer. Our homemade tacos we make.
A homemade taco?
Yeah, in the Instapot.
How about this? A restaurant or food truck?
Pardon me?
Restaurant or food truck?
Restaurant all the way. Gotta support my local chefs.
We don't have very many food trucks.
But if you say tacos, I like tacos from the food truck.
Yeah, tacos from the food truck are great.
Yeah.
So good. Recommend a movie? Gotta recommend a movie. I don't know if anybody saw this movie, but I gotta recommend it. If you haven't seen it, do so. A movie called Chef.
Yes. I love that movie.
We saw that. Yeah.
We've watched it a few times.
Yeah. Fantastic film.
Hashtag one of these days, my teardrop might turn into a taco truck. I'm just saying, it might happen. It just might happen.
Yeah, you could roll up to M23 and make some coins.
See, that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm just saying. The French girl will make Mexican food. Doesn't make sense, but it makes sense.
It does make sense. Get a panini machine. Get a panini machine.
Michael Ann has the most important question. Bridge Fries opens in a few weeks. How far are you from Sarnia / what's the other? What's in Port?
Isn't Sarnia out east?
Sarnia, Ontario is on the other side. Steve, what's the other town? What's the U.S. town? Crystal, where do you live? Detroit. No, Crystal doesn't live in Detroit. She lives in Port Huron. Port Huron.
Oh, okay.
How far are you from Port Huron?
I'm maybe about a couple hours away.
So it's a couple hours away for you to have Bridge Fries with us. Bridge Fries.
Yeah, Bridge Fries opens in a few weeks until wow.
Do you have your passport?
No.
Well, tomorrow you're getting your passport.
I don't have a passport.
6 weeks.
Yeah, go get it now.
I don't even know how much one of those costs anymore.
Doesn't matter. As your American right, you have a right to have a passport. Go get it.
All right, passport.
Jonas is in the house. Hi, Jonas. Sorry I missed you. My chat has been going up and up and up while I was asking the questions. I can't read 2 things at the same time. I'm not that talented. But I can think it in 2 different languages, so that's pretty good.
Oh, look who's here. It's our friend Nora.
Nora? Where's Nora?
Nora.
Oh, Dora. No, Nora. Sorry.
Nora.
Hi, Nora. The Stock Explorer. How are you, darling? When I was in Miami, I was so disappointed not to meet up with her. So disappointed.
No, Nora's like she's one of the sweetest people.
She's awesome. So, question.
Answers.
During winter, since you're in Michigan, do you always wear the baseball cap, or do you do the toque?
I actually started wearing the baseball cap when I started doing the show.
Oh.
Yeah, I never really. When I'm not in front of the camera, I don't really wear my hat.
Well, during the show, I kind of wear a bunch of hats. So
I
do have costume changes any which way. But if you need a little show, I can put on a little. If you can sing, then I can put on a little show for you.
What are we singing?
I don't know. What song you want to sing?
What is that? A hat?
Yeah, and I even have
that
nose disguises if you need some of those too.
What's the coolest thing anybody's given from you from the community?
my personal favorite
Mhm.
is me and Michael Ann and Meg giving a big hug to each other.
Yeah.
Because after talking so long and then we got to finally meet, it was just. And then meeting Kenny and having all the 4 Golden Girls around him, that was like epic because we went to Miami and I found Golden Girls t-shirts in Miami. So it was just perfect. It was just perfect. It was written in the movie.
Of all the people I would like to see interact among this group, I would love to see Greg and Kenny. Those two guys Greg always gives them so much static. Every time when Greg would go in there and do his lies, oh my gosh, it was just made me laugh. Always
He's
made me
hilarious. He's so much fun. I've been on his live too because he does a live with Marshall, Ron, and himself. And Kenny couldn't go. And I said, you know what? I said, wherever Kenny needed help, I'm going to, offer my services. And I helped the guys out. It was so much fun. Thanks for that, boys.
That's a really good show. I have to catch up on it. The first Fridays. I like that. I like the concept. I am trying to catch up the chat. Your chat is far faster than mine.
It's happening. It's hot.
Far more people too.
It's hot. I told you Mondays will never be the same. We got 30 thumbs up in the house already.
Is this your official first? Is this your first interview underneath the new name?
What name?
Mondays will never be the same again.
I do random pop-ups on Mondays, and that's I was always looking for a name.
That's a great title for a show.
Well, on Thursdays it's Let Loose Thursdays. I'm pretty good with like wordplay because I love puns, not buns. Let's get it right. I said puns with a P.
I think you like buns.
I do love to pinch cheeks, not peaches. Let's get it right. Sorry, I talked a bit too much. I need to rehydrate. So yeah, I will multitask on weeks.
Hi, Bill. How are you? She also loves lotion. She also loves lotion.
Oh, well, I did lotion on the Lido Carnival.
Put the lotion in the basket.
Do you want me to do a product shot? I love lotion. Marcel keeps your skin young.
Now how long have you and your husband been married?
We celebrated on the cruise 10 years of being married.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah. And like I told our friend, what's my new friend from the there's Ant, there's Jonas, and the other one is James. Like I told James, I met my husband at Boston Pizza. He knows what I'm talking about. If he's watching this show, he knows what I'm talking about.
What's Boston Pizza?
He met his wife at the airport.
Oh, okay. Okay. You met at the airport. That's so
no, not me. I told James or Jason to say he met his wife at the airport.
Oh, right. Oh, yes. James met his wife at the airport. Yes, that's right. That's right.
Because I met my husband as well on the internet, but I said, where did you meet? I said, well, I met him at Boston Pizza.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
That's when I met him.
I met Lorianna online too.
But where did you first meet her?
We met. I flew out here to Michigan. I flew out to. I flew out. I met her here.
You met her at the airport.
Yes. Yep.
See.
Yep.
You and Jason have so much in common. Met her at the airport. I hear it's a good place to pick up people.
Yeah, what was really funny is like when I got off the airplane, because we got there a little early, and I told her that we're coming in early. So back then, I was of course before pre 9/11, so you could go in there you could pretty much go all the way up to the plane and just to get your party. The funny thing is that when we were there, people were all coming in and people were all going out. And I saw her pass me by. I saw her, but she didn't see me. So I just stayed where she passed, and then I went in right behind her. And then she was looking around. She was looking around, and I stayed behind her.
No way.
So finally, I came up there and says, "I'm here."
And then you made her jump like, wow.
Yeah, she's like, I thought I missed you. I said, no.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That was fun. That was fun.
Just to date how long ago Steve and I, when we went to the movies, I wanted to go see Avatar, and I was like, oh, it's a 3-hour movie with Steve. I was like, oh, I don't know. So we went to see Extraordinary Measures. Did I get that right,
Ooh.
Steve?
Yes.
Yay! He's always testing me because he goes, she can never remember the movie name. She can never remember the actors, but she always remembers the plot. I was like, that's all I remember.
Gosh, the first movie that me and Lori Ann went and saw was Titanic.
Oh, see? So
Yeah.
I met Meg on a chat, and we hit it off. And during the chat, we developed a lotion product. And if you watch my show on the regular, you'll know that I want to be the spokesperson for Green Beaver products. Yes, there is such a company. I visited itself in
The
Hawkesbury,
Canadian,
Ontario.
Canadian?
It's called the Green Beaver. It's a green products.
Is it Canadian?
It's Canadian from Hawkesbury, Ontario. And I just met her and we in the chat, and I was like, we found out Meg's allergic to coconut oil. So she's my PR rep, and I'm just the face of it, and so I always have to apply the lotion. So that's why when we finally met, it was so much fun because we're like all the jokes we said, it was fun. See, I thought the old-fashioned way was at a bar. Yeah, that was in the 90s or at a concert. That was so 90s.
I worked in clubs for 10 years, and I can honestly tell you, I never. All the other guys, that's what they would do that, but I never was. No, I was just like, it was like a chef, you know. When a chef has a day off, he doesn't want to go out to another restaurant. He wants to stay home and relax. So with me, it's like I didn't want to have to, you know, dating somebody in the club business was never a good thing. Let's see. Ant says he met Jonas on the internet.
But I don't know where do I find the internet.
The interwebs?
I know. Yeah, I know where to find Boston Pizza and the airport. I just don't know where to find the internet.
The internet is everywhere.
That's why I said you can't meet Jonas everywhere. I know he's good. He's not that good.
Yeah. Look at all the people in the first movie. What was you guys' first movie that you took your significant other to?
Yeah.
One was Excalibur. I see Excalibur out there. That's a good one.
I remember my first movie at the theater versus the drive-in, and it was E.T. Phone Home, and I was like, and I went to see it on Halloween. I had the cutest outfit, and I was like, after that, I was like, the theater and a horror and any kind of movies, best deal I ever got at a theater, $2 to go see Alien, best deal ever.
You saw E.T. at the theater?
Yeah, it's my first movie.
Wow, how you must have been like what were you?
I was only 5 years old, so yeah, figure out the math, people. I was that old.
Honestly, I didn't think you were born. No, I'm
an old lady there, Patrick.
Wow.
I just hide them very well.
Wow, no, I thought you were too young for that. I was like, no, she can't be seeing no ET.
See, this is why I have a bunch of hats, so you really can't see what I'm trying to hide, you know.
Let's see. Michigan asking, Miss Carol's asking me, what movie should you watch? Lighthearted, feel good. Wow. Chef.
Chef is good. I just watched a new one on Netflix. Your Place or Mine, or My Place or Yours, something like that.
Okay.
Your Place or Mine. That's what it's called. With Reese Witherspoon. So cute. Just such a cute movie. So of age. So cute.
Here's a secret for you guys too. So like some of the movies I like watching Hallmark movies. So there is a trilogy, Carol, called the Veil trilogy. Actually, they put out 2 of them. I recommend both trilogies. Very, very heartwarming.
Oh, look what Meg said. Thank you, Meg. V, your fun keeps you young. Yeah, The Fault in Our Stars is a sappy movie if you want to cry. I'm just saying, I'm always getting
Oh yeah, yeah. I try to avoid those if I can. I try to avoid those if I can. That's one bad thing about that too. Like a lot of times, if it has to do with illnesses or whatnot, still can't handle
Brain
that.
on Fire was really good
Oh,
too.
Brain on Fire. I agree with you, Steve. That
Wow.
is a movie that every single person in the
What
world
movie is
should
it called?
watch. Brain on
Here,
Fire.
let me look it up real quick just to make sure.
It is amazing. Like
Let's see.
amazing.
Now that let's see. Yep, fun. Let's see what else they put down in their movie. Yeah, see, Michael Andrews said
Stars.
that. Fault in the Stars, When I Need a Good Cry.
Yeah.
Um, Naj, first movie was Star Wars: New Hope. I saw that in the theater too, and I waited in line for 2 hours as well.
Well, look at this. Look what Tim Tim said.
Yeah.
Went to the movies, but not watching the movie. So never remember the movie name. Tim.
Yeah, Brain on Fire.
What movie has made me cry? A movie called A Dark Song. That is a exceptional movie. It's labeled a horror movie, but I call it a spiritual movie. It is a beautiful movie, and it really speaks to me. Yep. I cried during GI Jane.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, that's a great movie. That ending scene in the end, oh, it's just the best.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. GI Jane was awesome.
I've
Uh,
watched pretty much a lot of genres. When I met you, Patrick, you were on YouTube and you were describing that you wanted to do reviews on your Hallmark movies on your blog. This is
yeah,
how long ago that I met you.
yeah. I did. I actually did holiday movies, Hallmark movies on my blog too, because I would get them at the video store. We had a video store here called Family Video. Unfortunately, the pandemic killed it. But I would go in there and I would just blind buy everything. And they had great sales. They had 10 for 10 sales. You could buy 10 movies for $10. And so I just grabbed the Hallmark movies. Um, and then I collected some of the series like signed. I got signed, sealed, delivered. And then
I
I got really
know.
fortunate. I got really fortunate. I got to interview one of the stars of that show.
Nice.
Yeah, I was
My,
really happy about
my
that.
favorite, I grew up in a small town up north. My favorite, on the weekends, you would go on Friday night right after school. You'd run to the video store, and our video store was the guy was like he was ahead of his time. He used to rent out Nintendo games as well.
Oh,
So
nice.
my favorite Nintendo game was Little Nemo, and it wasn't about a fish. It was about a little boy in trains. Best game, and I rented that so many times. I should have just bought the game. And until this day, I have never finished that game. It's the only game on Nintendo I never finished. I was like, wow.
Do you have a gaming system now?
Yeah, we do have the new Nintendo that has like 20 or 50 games in it. So
Nintendo.
because
Super Nintendo.
it's Super Nintendo, you can bring it to the trailer, you can put it in a teardrop. It's super small, so it fits anywhere.
Nice, nice.
You programmed on it.
I have a PS2. I have two games. I have a baseball game and I have a football game.
I did have the Wii, the exercise, the yoga, the surgery, like what was that TV series?
ER.
No, the other one that still plays.
Oh, Chicago Med.
No, before Chicago Med.
Grey's
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, yeah.
Proceed, do surgery like on Grey's Anatomy. Yeah,
Wow.
it was like a whole operation, but on the thing, and I was like, you got to be straight. You can't shake the thing,
I've only seen that show one time. We saw a two-part show. They ran it after the Super Bowl, and I think it was the third season. And because the star left, Ellen Pompeo, she left the show.
Yeah.
They're doing her five best episodes. I'm like, okay, I know the episode that we watched is going to be in there because it was so unforgettable. It wasn't. I was really surprised. It was a two-part episode where they had to defuse a bomb.
Oh yes.
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 The only one I've ever seen. That was amazing TV.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, where I was so amazed by that. Yeah.
My well, Meg says, "Ooh, Nintendo games. I remember Little Nemo." Not many people played the Little Nemo, so that's why I was like, "But Meg, did you ever finish the game?" That is the question. I swear I dropped over $100 on that game, and I never ever got to the end of it.
I would get the new football game, college football. I would get that every year when it came out. That's the only game I ever bought brand new. And I would,
Wow.
I'm out there. I just go to GameStop and I get a copy of the, and then they quit making it, and then I was just like, this that was the end of the world. It was like,
I love how Naj is making me old. I bought the Wii for my kids when they were small. Jeez, I'm so old. I played
oh,
Atari. I played pinball. I played Nintendo. I played Saga. I played PS whatever number. The only one I haven't played is what?
I'm with you, PSV. I'm with you. Cujo is not a horror film. It's not the horror film that people think it is.
Cujo was a puppy.
Cujo was it was a horror film, but through his eyes.
Yeah.
It's real. I mean, I watched that movie when it came to the theater, and it was like, wow, that's super scary. And then after I got older, and I reread the book and I saw the movie again, and going like, yeah, this movie's not scary at all. As far as the people go, the scary thing is for that poor dog. That dog is suffering so greatly, and that's really distressing for me.
I have yet to watch Friday the 13th because I love the day Friday the 13th, and I don't want it to ruin my Friday the 13th.
Oh, you'd be
because to me it's a lucky day. So I was like, I don't know. I'm like,
well, yeah, just consider yourself you're lucky you didn't go to Camp Crystal Lake.
Sure, I'll do it. I've even been to Circle Square Ranch. What is it called? And I was like, if you're Canadian, you know what Circle Square Ranch is. Yes.
Someone said they just bought the EA Sports 2. That's the game I bought too. Every year I bought the EA College Football. And it's supposed to be bringing it back next year. I thought it was supposed to be bringing it back this year, but now I heard it's supposed to be next year. I was like, well, whatever it is, they need to hurry the hell up with it.
Commodore 64, yeah. Wasn't that cue ball or whatever? You have to jump to the thing.
What about the Atari? What about the Atari 2600?
2600? I don't know. There was numbers on it.
Oh gosh, the thing was like the most. It was like the most ancient.
Did you remember? It was like
you play Pong.
The ball, ping.
Yeah, that's what it was. You go
ping, 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 ping. It'd be like, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get. And then I remember playing that on the BlackBerry. Somebody had Atari on their BlackBerry, and I was like, seriously? There's a reason why we left it in the past, and you're bringing it back,
BlackBerry. Wow, you haven't heard that.
2600. Have you ever watched the series? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
There's someone mentioning Qbert. Yep, I remember that.
That's it, Qbert.
Yep, Atari 2600. Yep. The first gaming system we ever had was a Dreamcast.
Ooh.
That was good. They had a game called Sarge's Army or Sarge or the green little plastic green army man.
Yeah. Yes.
My wife used to kill the shit out of me.
Hey Rob, welcome to the show.
She used to whip
the Xbox. That's the one that I didn't play yet. Xbox.
She used to kill my ass dead on that game.
I was not a gamer. My aunt had bought me the Game Boy, and I returned it for the big console because I was like, this thing with glasses was making my eyes go cross-eyed. I was like, I can't. I was like, put it on the TV, and then I could see it.
Yeah, the virtual gaming systems are the advancements are really insanely fast now. I see it all the time. People are just like, wow. I'm in a couple of years from now, that's probably going to be absolutely the way to go for gaming is the virtual reality.
Yeah. Carol says, I had the 2600. See?
Oh, wow. Okay.
She played Frogger.
Oh.
I love that sound. I swear.
Yes.
You only hear what I'm thinking. Hey, Troy.
The first ball game that would keep up with the stats throughout the season. Yeah, I had that one too. The ESPN one would do that. ESPN baseball. That was fun. You would be able to keep all your stats and everything. That you could go into franchise mode, and then you could play the
Yes.
whole season. Yep.
Yeah.
Uh,
I remember when my nephew got us to play one Christmas. What did he have? The PS thing, and he had some hockey game, and I was like, 4 remotes. Hockey is like 5-on-5. This doesn't work.
how many hockey games have you and your husband been to? Do you guys go to any pro games?
My husband is not a sports lover, and I have 2 stepbrothers, so I grew up in the back lockers with the boys. So, but back in the day, girls could not play hockey. Girls
Yeah,
could
well,
not be mechanics.
we know now girls can kick ass at hockey.
Yeah, my friend Kim went to ringettes, and I swear, if she could have played professional. Just like one of my coworkers, they could have played professional hockey because they are phenomenally good. Like I was good on skates because I had boy skates, but I was not the sporty kind of girl.
That's the only thing that keeps the girls out of the men's game. It's not the speed. It's not the speed of the skater because women can skate fast too. It's just the size. It's
Yeah,
there's a lot of collisions. So a woman would she could hang, but she get caught up in the corner. Her
yeah,
weight, the weight differential. But
exactly.
no,
But the
yeah.
problem is I wasn't good in sports because I was top heavy, so you figure that out. So yeah, it's just not good for sports. So I was the best cheerleader. I had a
Okay.
voice back then, and I used to be #1 cheer. We would always win every cheer competition because V had a voice, but now I
Uh-huh.
don't. But it's
Sport
okay. I used
was
to be
sports
good.
pretty important to you growing up?
Oh yeah, it was like that was like a sense of community. We would do hockey, we did golf, volleyball, basketball. Like my town got a a not not professional basketball game, but what's the next level? Like college basketball, I guess you would call
Right.
it.
Yep.
We finally got one in our town, and trust me, tickets are so hot for that, you can't get it. I watched the
Right.
OHL since I'm a kid. I love the Ontario Hockey League.
Right. Right.
There's nothing better than live hockey. I grew up with picture in picture and a second TV on. So 3 hockey games at once at home when I was a kid.
Wow.
So I could tell you who was playing which because there was one game in English, 2 in French. The biggest picture had no volume. The smallest picture had volume. So I learned to multitask visually and auditively as a child.
Wow. You put American football fan to shame there.
Well, that's why I said we were very. I was a Boston Bruins fan when I was a child. There was a Canadien, and then there was a Leafs. So 3 people, 3 different hockey games playing. And let me tell you, interesting
Uh
things.
See, the greatest college basketball coach was a woman. Yeah, that's right. Kay Yao. I dare say if she had actually, because she died really, really young. I dare say if Darlene May had actually survived, her record would have probably been extremely high. She
Yeah.
coached at a college called Cal Poly Pomona, and she won tons of games and championships too. Uh, Seen pro baseball twice, the Blue Jays and the Tigers. Yeah, I've been to the Tigers. I've been to Tigers games. I've been to various different stadiums. We go to watch football here. We go watch Eastern Michigan play. That's only about 15 minutes away from me. We go there and watch them play. Um, yeah, I haven't watched any of the Lions games. I haven't been to my wife's uncle was Charlie Gehringer, and he was a Hall of Fame second baseman for the
Wow.
Tigers, and his statue's in front of a Tiger Stadium. So we got pictures of that. That was fun. Yeah. Oh, was it Pat Summit? I wasn't sure if it was Pat Summit or Kay Yao.
Wow. Nice. I just say some people they just know what they want to do. Like our nephew, he wanted to be a hockey player. He got what was his 3rd concussion, and then he's like,
What do you think about? I mean, compared to when you and I were growing up, back then, it was like it seems like sportsmanship is really rapidly running out the window
Yeah,
here in the United States anyway.
It's not the same no more.
No, it really isn't.
No. Like
They
that parents are getting thrown out because parents are the one being like really rude in the bleachers, and I was like, seriously, let the kid play.
Yeah.
You think you could do better? Go play on your own team.
I think what it is for the U.S. I think the problem is before your kid could go to high school and you could go out for a team, and as long as you had a 2.0 grade average, you play. But then schools started making kids pay, so you had to pay money in order to do sports. Like $200, $300, and I think what happened is like, if you're paying that kind of money, you want your kid to play. Before you would the coaches would play the best players available.
Yeah.
And if you weren't that good, then you would just sit on the bench and wait. And the thing about it is, though, parents didn't want that. They don't want that now. I don't want to sit there and pay $200 or $300 plus equipment plus insurance, just for my kid to sit on the bench. I understand that. I do. But that's the risk you take in order to do that. Your kid wants to play, then you have to know that if your kid's not good enough, he's going to.
Exactly.
But parents aren't patient, are not patient anymore.
They especially after everything going up so high. Money is a very, very tight commodity right now. Commodity right now. Ooh, that's a long English word.
You nailed it.
But I that's one of my things that I regretted, because when we went to Tennessee, I said to my husband, I said, I want to go see these Tennessee Titans play, but they weren't playing, and I was like so disappointed. I was just like, I came all the way to see this, and they're not playing.
Yeah, college pro football tickets are so expensive.
I watched my first university football, because I've never watched football. We're not a football family. And I won tickets to go see it. So, this young 20-something-year-old goes to where all the university students are the same age. All these guys are like, no, let me tell you how this works. And I was just like, okay, whatever. You guys are really passionate about this. And I was like, okay, so now I get this. The one down means this. Gotcha. So now I finally understand it. But it took me a while. I was like, as a basketball fan.
Canada, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Canada actually. Oh, wow. Really, Brene? Yeah, yep. Cal Poly Pomona, the Broncos. I got to meet Coach John Scalinas. A couple of friends of mine went to play when they went to play for him, and I got to go and meet him. It was really neat. That was a really cool experience. They had a legendary baseball coach. There's two coaches in Southern California at that time. It was Rod Dato from USC and Scott John Scalinas from Cal Poly Pomona. They both won a lot of national championships.
Wow.
Great teams. I think I missed so much of this chat. I hope I'm not. I hope you.
I always say if they want to bring back their questions, now's the time.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm going to look over there and make sure if I miss you.
No worries, Lily. Spend time with the family. That always comes first. No judgment here.
Family comes first, always.
I hope you pinched her cheek for me. I'm just going to say that. And tell her she's beautiful, because she might forget it.
Now, do you have kids yourself?
Nope. No, I don't have kids. When all my friends were having kids, I was fighting cancer, so that screws up a lot of things in your body.
Yeah.
Trust me, there is a fine print. You just don't see it because it's written in invisible ink.
Yeah.
I still have my sense of humor.
Cancer has a way of putting this nose in where it's not wanted.
Yeah. Well, when I went for my surgery, it was, remember back in the day when all these weird things were left, like scalpels were left, and right arms were cut instead of a left foot, like weird thing. So I remember writing on my chest, I am not here for breast surgery.
Oh.
So the surgeons and the anesthesia people were laughing. And then I put a big heart and said, please don't hurt my heart. but this side is the surgery.
Oh wow.
Because I was so paranoid. Because I was just like, I didn't want to go for surgery whatsoever. Hey, Mr. Bones in the house. Hey, Katie, up in the popcorn.
Hi
Hey,
Katie.
beautiful
Hi Mr.
people.
Bones.
Yeah, Bones is in the club. He's got it in the club. Sorry, every
And
time
then
Bones comes in.
Katie and I did the Hallmark. We did the review the Veil trilogy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
yeah,
And this is not a horror movie, and then we review something that's not horror.
yeah. I like everything. So that's probably like I remember watching the movie Platoon, and my mom's like,
Oh.
"Why would a 15, 16-year-old want to rent Platoon?" And I was like, "Because it's Platoon.
Yeah, because there's
I needed to watch it." You know. So I always remember that's one of the movies that marked me because I was like, "Wow, did I ever learn a lot?" You know.
Yeah,
That's why I always appreciate anybody who's given time and service. I was like, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just saying, thank you.
Yeah, especially when they're in a war that they weren't asked to, they weren't
Yep.
supposed to be there.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's interesting. Everybody's saying, okay, I'm gonna make sure there's any I'm gonna see if there's any questions that I missed.
Oh man, if we've missed your questions, put QQQ in the chat right now, and if not, put some green hearts because we appreciate Patrick for taking the time, having fun with us.
Oh, I'm having this is awesome. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do this more often. Are you? What are you gonna? Are you gonna be doing this? I think I asked this earlier. Are you gonna do this every week or every month or how are you gonna?
I currently am doing it once a month because I'm trying to get guests.
Oh my God! Here's the thing. I think I'm. Yes, that's right. You said that.
And people in the chat don't know. This was a private chat.
You can get yeah, you can get anybody in your chat. I'm looking over here. Like I want to see. I always, who I like to see interviewed.
Who?
I would love to see someone interview Tim.
So there you go, Tim, my super mod. Did you hear that, Tim? You should be my next guest. This is
Renee will be.
That's what I should do. My guests. My guests should tell me who my next person to interview is. I like that.
You know what you could do? You could put 4 names up on your community tab.
Yeah.
And have people vote.
I don't have a community tab yet. I'm not at 500. I'm in Canada. Canadian rules are different than your American rules.
Well, you don't get a tab until you get 500.
No, not yet. So
everybody. Oh, that sucks.
Chris Bugsby Adventures asking, Patrick, can you name the Great Lakes? Go.
Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, Lake Huron, Lake Ontario, and I think that's it.
Erie, isn't it?
Like Erie? Yeah, Erie.
There's 5, isn't it? I think it is.
I think there's 5, yeah.
Oh, have you ever been to Manitoulin Island?
Yes, I have been to Mackinac Island. That's a wonderful
No. Manitoulin Island, not Mackinac.
No, never been to Manitoulin Island, and I've never been to Werewolf Island either.
Ooh.
Werewolf Island that's actually an island based out of off of by Monroe, Michigan.
See, look at Michael Land says, yeah, it does suck. I'm halfway. People go sub to Michael Land. Go sub to Lillian.
No, I did not know that because everybody gets it on our side. I mean, you could have 10 people, you get a community tab. That sucks.
Yeah, I know. It's just we've tried everything. I've talked to Canadian YouTubers that have a small community, like small number and a big number. Done everything they've done on theirs. Gotta wait till it's 500. I'm almost there. there.
You're only 39 away.
I'm almost there.
Yes. Danny, the super supporter.
Look at
I'm
that.
almost 300.
Woo.
Yes, I tell that to creators all the time. I tell them, listen, if a supporter subs to you, sub back, because you know what? You never know when that one sub comes in there that might change them from being a supporter to a creator. You just never know.
Yeah.
So I always sub to supporters.
And that's why I have, if you were to like literally look at the list of people I've subbed to, you wouldn't even think of this, but like magnet fishing, fishermen's, off grid,
Oh my God.
tiny homes. I've like I hit the gam, but I started this journey for my voice. So there was nothing about voice. I do like there was some yoga people, but all good. Oh, wait a minute. We got a question. Just came in. Favorite Canadian dish? Is that for me or is that for Patrick?
I don't know. I think that might be for you.
Well, I can name 5, so that's why.
Isn't one poutine? Isn't that like the national Canadian?
It's not
dish?
poutine. Let's say it right, Patrick. Poutine.
What's it called?
Poutine.
Poutine.
There we go.
I thought it was
You
poutine.
said it right. It's poutine.
Canadian bacon.
No, poutine. You gotta have butter tarts.
Timbit.
You gotta have a chowder from Canada. They're delicious. Tortillere, very essential. And number 1 on the list, maple syrup. I'm sorry.
Maple syrup on everything.
If it's not from Quebec, not
Oh God, no, not Vladimir Putin.
Poutine. Poutine. It's like poots.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question, and I bet you I already know the answer to this, but I'm
Go
gonna ask
for it.
you. So, in 10 words or less, explain the Freedom Convoy. 10 words or less. 10
10
words.
words.
Or
I'm
less.
the one who loves to talk, Patrick. 10 words. Trudeau took away the rights of my fellow Canadians. There you go. That's all I'm going to say.
That's perfect. Said it. Yep.
That's my
Said it
10
all.
words. Was that 10 or was? That's my opinion. And you know it. I'm opinionated, people.
Let's see. Mr. Boss says Putin.
Poots in. It's like boots, but poots. Poots in.
What is Putin anyway?
Poots in is some fries, some fantastic gravy with some squeaky cheese curds that are fresh and they just melt. And when you take a piece of it, you hear the squeaky cheese go in your mouth. It's delicious. And you pull it like this. Yeah, it's called a heart attack in a plate, but it's delicious. And if you don't know what butter tarts is, that is the dessert version. Even better. Michael Ann, if you're going to M23, please can we have some butter tarts? Okay, just gonna say it. Michael Ann, I guess you're picking up Patrick.
Now, are you a good cook? Who does the cooking in your house? You or your husband, or both?
I studied in food, so.
Oh, okay.
But I was also taught by both my grandmas how to cook because I'm the oldest of the grandchildren. So, guess who was in the garden? Guess who was in the farm? Guess who was helping with the milk? I've done it all.
Do you miss those days? Is that if you could have a farm, would you do it?
Yep, definitely. I would have a greenhouse, geodesic greenhouses, 4 of them. I would have a passive house, definitely, if I could. And a few places for my RV friends to hook up.
What animals would you raise?
Definitely chickens. Definitely chickens.
Yeah, chickens. Eggs. You can make a mint off the eggs.
You know how many desserts I can make with eggs?
You know how many? You know how much you can sell your eggs for down here?
How much?
You know how much eggs are selling down here for like a dozen?
How much?
$7 to $8.
That's in the grocery store. I go to my farmer, $3.75. Same eggs. Just go to the farmer, people. I'm supporting. This is why I have my CSA basket. Well, that's why I drive to my farmer.
I really, honestly, I don't even know where would a farm would be around here that has chickens on it.
What?
We're not that far away. If I got on the freeway, I could be out in the country, open air, within 15 minutes.
Okay, that is your challenge to do a video that you go to the first person. Just Google it on your Google Maps, like farm, and then just. I would so want to have pumpkin farm.
Yeah,
so what do you do?
I know we have farmers market, but I don't know where the farms are at.
Where the farms at? I have such a good
farm's that?
relationship with my farmer. One year I asked him to grow cucamelons. He's like, what are cucamelons? I said, it's a cross between a cucumber and a watermelon. But they're little things. You can get them like small or big. So he thought he bought the big size. Ended up getting the mini size. And he showed me that thing grew like 14 feet tall plant. And he had one of these. He goes, these are good. They're a little bitter, but they're good. I said, they're deliciously pickled. And he goes, only 4 of my people were like willing to try. The others are like, what is this finagle thing? I was like, hey, I'll try anything.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's just experience.
Try anything. Mr. Bones says here, after you eat poutine, he says, after you eat it, do you be a Putin?
Patrick's from that mile. He has mom's spaghetti. Yeah.
Oh yeah, mom's spaghetti. Yeah, I don't think I've. You know what? I've only been there one time. That where mom's spaghetti was. There, Eminem's mom had a restaurant in a town called Clarkston, and people go over there for mom's spaghetti. We went there once. It was okay. It wasn't like super spectacular. It was expensive. Yes.
You want to know my favorite part of Quebec? They sell spaghetti sauce in a plastic, just like margarine containers, but it's spaghetti sauce, like homemade, been cooked all day. Then they put it in these things. Just Steve knows the first thing we do when we go to Quebec: maple syrup and homemade spaghetti sauce.
Thank you for coming out, Meg. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Meg. It is 11 o'clock my time, beautiful people. You know, this pumpkin is going to turn into a pumpkin.
Yes. I had a blast. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for turning the tables.
You won't have any problem at all getting. You won't have any problem at all getting guests. Like I said, if you interview creators, you'll have guests for days.
Well, the pressure's on. Tim has to be my next guest. You said it.
Yeah.
Folks.
I think he would be a fantastic guest.
You heard it here, folks. One day is never going to be the same. It's because of Patrick. Tim.
That's right.
You're it.
If you guys, that's a really good idea though, about asking people for suggestions. If you want something outside the box, come ask me, and I'll help you get somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if there's somebody I can at least try to ask them. If you find somebody you want to talk to, I can at least try to set it up. Especially since your crowd is much bigger than mine.
One last question that I have here. One thought that you want to leave my beautiful people thinking about. Something to get their brains thinking.
Wow. Be kind to each other. Really what it is. It's just, when you think that there's something really, like drama coming up there, just turn away. Just turn away from it. Don't feed into it.
Hobbies. Wait. I have to holler back to Hobbs. Hobbs.
Hey,
Hobbs.
Hobbs
welcome to the show.
Yeah. Hobbs would be my new choice for you to interview.
Okay, well, Tim and Hobbs, we're gonna have to bring you up on screen right now. You're gonna do rock, paper, scissors. Who gets it?
Get Josh up here. Josh Hobbs would be a really good interview for you.
Let's do this. Tim, are you still in the house?
Yep. Do Tim.
Tim and Hobbs, this is for you.
Yeah.
You click that link. Pressure's on. We got to finish the interview. How my guest wants. He wants to make sure that he has to say on who's the next interviewee.
Hobbs is actually a really good interviewer. So that would actually be a really good show. I would really like to see that.
I can tell you my interview was 2 hours. We got 5 questions and too much laughing. Because I'm all over the place. Because I'm just.
Oh no, that's the best thing. See, you didn't have any preset questions. I don't either. I don't do preset questions. I'm just like, no, it takes away the fun from it. Like, what's your favorite?
That's why I do the weird questions for 5 minutes. Because it's my brain. It's just it comes up with all these things.
No, that's fine. It's the way it should be. I love that.
Mr. Hobbs, Mr. Tim, come on. Hit the link.
Oh, you're gonna have that come up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come on, we're gonna do this live.
yeah, that'll be
I
cool.
told you Mondays will never be the same. Come
No.
on, Tim. Come on, Hobbs. You're
Yeah.
the next contestant
Uh,
on these million questions.
just come up for 5 minutes, Josh.
It won't be long, I promise.
No, yeah.
Is Tim still here?
I don't know, Tim. We might have chased Tim away.
Tim's like, okay, whatever I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make sure it's paper. So you do whatever.
Yeah, well, that would be fun.
Yes, Aunt. Mr. Anthony, I heard that. Who's my first guest?
Yeah,
that pack again?
the friendly men.
It's Mark. Mark is the first guest in that pack.
Are you gonna have them all up? Are you gonna have them all up?
Oh yeah, eventually I will.
Yeah.
And then I can do the reunion of all 5 together.
I would do. You know, I would do the individual too.
Yeah.
That would be. Because otherwise you just get. It'd be just like it'd be
Did
just be
Tim
too
get
much.
lost in his egg rolls?
Mark the Animal. Yep. Tim Hobbs. Yep. Yeah, that'd be cool. So this is going to go on. We'll try to get you up and running to if you want to do it every week. I mean, you can do every Monday. You can do every Monday and do one show. You wouldn't have any trouble at all booking it. You really wouldn't.
Mr. Bones is giving me the eye. Look at this. He's giving me the eye.
You won't be able to get Mr. Bones up. That's for sure. Mr. Bones won't. Mr.
Bones hides his cute cheeks because he knows I'm watching. That's why.
Yeah, Mr. Bones is he's the quiet enforcer.
Yeah,
but
I'm not intimidated by him whatsoever.
Let's see. Yeah,
I don't think they're in the chat, so I guess I'm gonna have to send him an email, and whoever gets closer to the answer or further away from the answer, Patrick will decide. That's the person I'll have to interview.
Yeah.
I'll talk to
Hobbs.
Here's a bag of Doritos. How many Doritos do you think is in the bag? You know,
whatever it is, that's the number we're picking.
Okay.
I'll ask him. I've always been trying to get him up there anyway, more often anyway. I said, yeah, they got to go up there more often, Hobbs, because he's like I said before.
Hobbs already in the basement. We're still waiting for Tim.
Oh, sweet.
Look at this.
Bring him up.
Can he just give me a thumbs up so I know it's him, and then I'll be like, okay, I know it's him. Oh, I think it is him. Is it you, sweetheart?
Hello.
It is him.
Bob.
Look at that.
What's happening?
Oh, wait a minute. Michael Ann is making a suggestion. Should get House of X Entertainment. That's 2 beautiful people. I agree.
Yep. There's another great creator.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yep,
So
they really are. Hobbs is a great.
Patrick wants you to be my next interviewed person. Would you like to join my craziness on Mondays?
I'm not very good at interviews. He's just playing you.
I'm not saying that. You're great at it, Josh.
But you just showed your beautiful pinchable cheeks on my show.
Hey, I'm here now.
I can't say no.
Hey, maybe one day. You know, I also work till 9 o'clock at night, so it's a little hard for me to get on right away. But maybe one day. You never know.
I can make it on a Saturday or a Sunday if you prefer. You know, questions can be asked any time of the day or night.
I'm a hard interview. You know, I'm just.
I promise to break your shell.
Patrick likes to set me up for things without, me even knowing. He'll email me and say, "I've got you set up for the 32nd of this day and that day for." This is how you're set up with this person, and
a very good interviewer. I have proof. Of that. I have interviews that Hobbs has done with me, where we interviewed other people, and he has carried the day. He is a very good interviewer.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
So what have I missed so far? I have to come back in, and I've been following along a little bit.
This is her first show, so she's the thing is about getting guests, right? So, but I just suggested that she gets creators, and because if you interview creators, you'll have guests for days. You'll have guests for days.
I have a community, but I always like to expand my community, as we say.
Yes. Oh
'Cause
yes,
it's
yes,
easy.
of
It's
course.
easy to interview friends, but it's way more. It's more thought thinking. Is that the word in English?
Thought provoking.
No.
When you interview somebody from outside your community,
Brain stimulating then,
you know.
because you
That's
already
Well,
know all.
it could be either, because if you interview somebody from the community that you might learn something about them you didn't already know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it could be
that's what
just as stimulating, you know.
yeah. I do that. I do that in May. V. I do Creators Month in May. So that's for yes when you're gonna make your return trip to my show. It's in
Sure.
May, and
May is my YouTube creator anniversary. So
so I just go around and grab 15, 20 creators, and we're from all walks of life, and have them come talk.
you
You
tell
should
me.
have no problem getting creators, V. I mean,
Oh, it's easy.
look at all the people that come to your streams.
Yeah.
Just because they're beautiful people. That's why.
You double your stream. I have twice as many people on my channel, but you have like 3 times as many people here watching you.
Have
And
you ever seen V's Instagram?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
Instagram is blowing up.
I just recently got it. I just recently got connected. Oh my God.
It's blowing up.
It's just loaded with voiceovers and karaoke and
But because I have a vocal disability, I can't sing. So I am the best lip singer there is out there. You name me the song, I can lip sing it.
I mean even some Kiss possibly.
Oh, I can put some Kiss. My favorite song was the new one
the
from
theme from Jurassic Park.
Ozzy. That's my favorite one I've done so far.
I thought the favorite Kiss song was the one for the theme from Jurassic Park.
It's Jurassic Park.
He hates Kiss. He thinks they're old.
No, I don't hate Kiss.
The problem is that's who he listened to when he was younger, and it bothers him.
Okay, well, I listened to Frank Sinatra and Nine Inch Nails in the next CD, in the next cassette.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I'm pretty well rounded.
You know what Frank Sinatra. You know what you call Frank Sinatra compared to Kiss right now.
Sexy.
He'd be a teenager.
He's sexy. Sorry, I'm like.
Could
He
you
has
imagine?
sex appeal, that man.
I don't understand what you were saying about the voice thing. Is there something that you're saying you have a disability in your voice?
Yeah, I have a vocal disability.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't ever think that. So, okay.
So people wonder why sometimes I cough or I'm always.
Mr. Bones, Mr.
Drinking
Bones,
50
Mr. Bones is
million
pointing out
things.
that Hobbs has been on panels before. See,
Mhm.
Mr. Does and V has been on the spectacular panel. Yep. See
Yeah.
that V has been on the midnight hour, so we need to return the visit with the midnight
And
hour.
I was even on the Friendly Guys. I'm just saying.
That's right. That's right.
I get around. I get
See,
around.
I'm on your first show. This is a double interview. You got Pat and you got the Hobbs.
It's not a double interview because you
No,
have to have an hour of my thinking thought questions.
Yes, you have to
We have to have a tete-a-tete, Hobbs.
So yeah,
We'll see. We'll see. I get nervous. I get scared. I'm just a baby.
It's not C, it's V. It's not C, it's V.
I'm just a baby. I get scared.
It's okay. I promise. I work with children. I promise not to hurt you.
He deals with crazy people all day long on the phone. He can handle an hour
I
and a half.
was in customer service for over 10 years. I can handle it.
Yeah, you can handle an interview.
And I used to handle it in 2 languages. So trust me, if they would decide to throw some French at me, I had to. No problem.
How do you say Hobbs horror in French? Is it like?
How do I say what? I'm sorry.
How do you say Hobbs horror in French? Is that actually something you'd say in French?
L'horreur de Hobbs. See, you should just make me your commercial. Come on. There you go. Then you can say.
How do you say have kid with you in French? Hobbs of du view.
On fait les revues avec le shit.
Okay.
Pipi le Poo.
Non, on fait les revues avec Chita et Patrick.
I think it's a cheetah. The only thing I recognize.
Michael Ann is my best friend. She'll tell you. She'll be very, very gentle. Even when I pinch your cheeks.
You did a great job, V. You did a great job. Did everybody in the chat throw up those green hearts if you think that V did a great job tonight?
You're turning the tables on me. I'm not liking this here.
Yeah, throw the green heart. Throw the green heart.
Control of my chat. Should I throw them in the basement?
The beautiful people, throw those green hearts.
So,
Show some support for your girl. Look, come on now, give it up.
I'll tell you what, I need to try a staple from Canada. I need to try some poutine.
No,
I said
poutine.
I said poutine too.
Poutine.
Oh, it's called
Watch
poutine?
my short.
You
There's
know,
a short video on how to say poutine.
Oh, okay. It's not poutine. That's poutine. Okay.
You and I are from Ohio and Michigan. And
I've been to Ohio.
it shows.
If you're from Ohio, then you
I am.
the what's it called? What's that store called that I love?
Aldi's.
So it's not called poutine. It's called poutine.
Poutine.
Poutine. So it's not poutine. Okay, got it. Poutine. Okay.
It's not Wang Tang sweet poutine.
It's not the Wu Tang Clan. No.
The Wu Tang gland. I like that.
Look at this. Look at Naj. She's like, V, there you go.
Stop a beat, yo.
See, Danny knows. Danny knows. V can't sit straight. She's always dancing.
Oh my God. This is so much fun.
I am from Canton, Michigan, and Hobbs is from Dayton, Ohio. Or
See, look at
Miami.
that. No Putang either, honey.
Yeah.
Okay. Hobbs and Patrick. This is how I usually finish my show. Hobbs, what's next on your show? You have 30 seconds. Go.
I've got Wild Eye Wednesday. I've got Dollar Tree Theater, Kaiju Theater coming up, and Friday I've got sci-fi, my favorite sci-fi. Thanks.
Perfect.
So much.
Patrick, what's next?
Tomorrow night I'm interviewing Min Collins. On Wednesday I'm interviewing Ashley Undercuffler. On Thursday I'm interviewing Mitch Lang. And then next Tuesday I'm interviewing Vale from God of Night Vale. I cannot wait for that.
No doubt that's gonna be good. See,
Vale,
there we go.
Vale,
Poutine. See, Poutine. That's correct.
Oh.
See, Bernard knows.
Is that really what it's called? Poutine. Okay, I didn't know that.
Poutine.
Poutine.
Okay.
Well, let's pretend that it's called poutine. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I can't. It's against my religion.
Okay.
No.
But I do want to try it though. It looks fantastic.
Hobbs, we're trying to wrap up the show. Listen. Remember, beautiful people, thanks for being beautiful inside and out. We'll see you Thursday. Let's do Thursday because you never know what can happen. Catch you later. Remember, go check out Patrick. Go check. Why did Hobbs leave? Hobbs, you come on back. I'm not done with you.
Come back, Hobbs. Hobbs, come back.
Hobbs, come back in the basement. I need to talk to you for a sec. And with that, beautiful people, we'll see you on Thursday. Patrick, thank you so much for coming up.
Thank you. It's a real honor.
It was an honor. Thank you for not being only there when I'm sleepless and insomniac, but when the regular time I'm up awake as well. Thank you.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys all so much. Thank you so much out to the chat. You guys been rocking it tonight, supporting our girl V. She's going to be coming back again soon. We're not sure who she's going to interview, but whatever it is, it's going to be outstanding. And look forward to her coming to me in May. She will be coming over to my side of the pond in May. And as soon as we get a date down, we'll let you guys know it. And you guys all come over there. And
are we going to do this live face-to-face?
Oh, yeah. One-on-one.
Do maybe a one-on-one.
One-on-one with the great one.
God.
We might bring. I might have Hobbs come co-host it with me. He's been known to come co-host a show or two with me.
There we go.
But thank you so much, V. I really do appreciate it.
No problem. It was a pleasure. My pleasure. And it's usually I'm not up usually this late, but it was worth it all.
Oh yes. Have a great night,
Patrick. Folks. What do we tell our people? Thanks for being beautiful.
Thanks for being beautiful.
Bye, people.